Caitlin Clark is accomplishing things we've never seen before on the basketball court. Her domination at the University of Iowa is turning heads and has helped advance the sport of women's basketball as a whole. But before she was putting up exceptional numbers at the college level, Clark was setting high school records in the state of Iowa while developing a fierce passion for the sport. A look back at her high school tape shows us how her competitive spirit and desire to be the best shaped her into the player she is today. She learned how to turn setbacks into comebacks while becoming one of the most electrifying players we've ever seen. Let's dive into what made Caitlin great. Growing up, Caitlin was regularly the best player on the floor. Her quickness and high basketball IQ made her difficult to defend. As a result, she struggled to find opportunities to challenge herself and grow as a player. As a kid, her dad has been reported saying he couldn't find a girls' league for her age, so she joined a boys' league. Clark put on such a performance that the losing opponent's parents complained that girls shouldn't be allowed to play with the boys. She went on to win an AAU state championship. By 8th grade, she was playing with and against high school seniors. Her high school coach, Kristen Meyer, said Clark was always the most skilled player. During a team camp the summer before her freshman year of high school, Coach Meyer was amazed by Clark's skills on the basketball court. They were unlike anything she had seen before. Meyer quickly realized she was coaching someone truly unique. Clark later burst onto the scene in high school, wasting no time to make an impact. She contributed right away her freshman year, with double-digit points in her first 3 varsity games. She averaged 15 points per game and scored as many as 26 in a single outing. To help Clark improve even more, the Dowling Catholic coaching staff had the high school boys join their practice as an opposing team. That extra challenge paid off. By her junior year, Clark was averaging 32 points per game. In fact, that season she put up 30 or more points in 16 of her 25 games. Clark is well known for her fiery personality and passion on the court. In high school, she learned how to harness her competitive spirit and make opposing teams pay. Quote, "I'm definitely someone who wears my emotions on my sleeve. Some people frown upon that, but I think it's what makes me so good," Clark said in an article from Hawk Central. There were moments when Coach Meyer had to take her out of games during her freshman year to let her cool off and regain her composure, whether she was frustrated with the referees or how she was playing. Meyer also believes that her competitive level is beyond the average athlete. Clark has an inner drive that pushes her harder than most. As she got older, Clark harnessed that intense competitive drive into dominating her opponents. Opposing student sections would try to get under her skin by chanting at her, but it never worked. One crowd chanted, "Overrated" at her. How did she respond? By dropping 42 points and leading her team to a victory. Clark finished her career with the 4th most points and 6th most three-pointers in Iowa history. Clark's teammates have expressed how much they love playing with her, saying, "When Caitlin's light shines, it shines on all of us." Her passion has helped lead her team to trophies. Clark led Dowling Catholic to the state playoffs in multiple seasons and took the Hawkeyes to their first Final Four in 30 years. Clark isn't a stranger to setbacks. In fact, she uses them as fuel for her success. After representing the United States on the U16 team that went on to claim the FIBA championship in 2017, she aimed for the U17 squad but didn't make the cut. She channeled that rejection into motivation. She amped up her workouts and honed her skills. Coach Meyer saw her work ethic and competitiveness reach new heights. She played lights out during her junior season, averaging 32 points per game and setting an Iowa girls basketball record for most three-pointers in a game with 13. She also put up a 60-point game during that season. Clark continued her dominance as a senior, scoring 40 or more 7 times and adding 8 double-doubles. Clark went on to make the U19 team and win a FIBA World Cup Tournament MVP in 2021. She won a multitude of Iowa State accolades, including Miss Iowa Basketball and Iowa Girls Basketball Gatorade Player of the Year. Her knack for setting records and winning awards followed her to college, where she won the AP Women's College Basketball Player of the Year in 2023. In this singular moment, we see a snapshot of what made Caitlin Clark great. Needing a 3 to tie the game and send it into overtime, the opposing team knows the ball is coming to Clark. However, she swiftly whips around the arc. With the game on the line, her competitive drive shines through as she buries the 3 with a hand in her face. It's these kinds of game-changing moments that shaped Caitlin Clark into the clutch player we know today. Caitlin Clark is dominating women's college basketball while advancing the sport to a whole new level. Her flashy playstyle and game-changing abilities have made her a star. In high school, she sought out the best competition, harnessed her competitive drive, and turned setbacks into comebacks, inspiring the new wave of athletes.